You want to avoid lifting the victim out. Like that.
It's very, very difficult to physically manipulate somebody else in the water.
So the general idea is you want the victim's center of gravity floating on this. And that way you don't even have to do anything. They'll be able to hold themselves up. So the center of gravity when you're using like that is right around the middle, right around where under the arms are. So go unconsciously. So when you go, you're gonna grab around there and you do a bear hug to make sure it's support. And then you're going underwater so that the person on top of the water can just spin freely on top of it. The water is going to be what's holding them up. And then after that, this is going to be what's holding them up. You're never supporting them. You're just turning them while the support is there. Okay, slow. So essentially you're going to come up to them and you're going like across their body. So you're not, people have a tendency to want to sort of spin them towards them because they think that's what's safe for them, but the easiest way to do it is just to go, I call like the buddy position, where you just go on the side like this, you know, stand up here. So you're sort of doing this thing, okay? You're going like that. So you do your buddy move, and then you're grabbing their bicep, because that's where you're gonna get the most leverage, and you just sort of spin them from there. From there, this arm goes under the armpit, and you can just support them like that, and you can support them like this. And you can keep them like this, you can go like that, you can support their head to carry them, you know, you can support their head like this and monitor their breathing. It's a very versatile position to be able to have them.
Do you want to show how these work?
Well, it's definitely become a very big issue in Quebec recently that we've seen all over the news, especially in unattended areas where the kids who don't have any swimming experience at very, very young ages are falling into pools and they're incapable of getting themselves out.
Good job.
So definitely one of the biggest things to look out for is parents have to be watching their children at all times, especially at young ages.
Where's Daddy?
Like toddlers up until maybe like 5-6-year-olds, definitely being in the water with them at that point. Being within an arm's reach of them is extremely important at that age. Once they get older and they're more comfortable swimming on their own, you can relax a little bit, but to still be monitoring them, still be watching them at all times is a very, very important and serious thing that has to be done at all times. It has to be an adult with them in the water. Oftentimes a child will be in and they'll be using a life jacket or a bubble or some kind of flotation device, and an older sibling will be with them, and it's not enough of a responsibility to have like a 10-year-old watching a 3-year-old. You really need to have adult supervision at all times.
Wait a minute, I'm not done.
Honestly, it can take 5 seconds for a child to go under. It's such a scary thing to think about.
Kick, 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 there you go.
So people think in a shallow pool, oh, my child's fine, but it's not necessarily the case. Anything can happen at any time.